Hi, my name is Lance Atkinson. I am a high school science teacher here in San Bernardino, California. Currently, I teach physics and earth science, and I'm also the science department instructional leader. I think one of the strengths that I have and the disposition that I truly believe that every student can learn. We're all born with the same genetic makeup. We all have the same biological structure to our brain and the same capacity for learning. I understand that home life sometimes is different for people, and education of parents, living situations, gaps in education, and so maybe the skills haven't been built yet, but I still believe we all have the same capacity to learn. And personally, I took 10 years off between high school and college, and yet I could still learn at a high level. I could still learn the higher level material, do the critical thinking. And I think I take that with me to my classrooms and to my students. Always encouraging them to try their best, to not be afraid to fail, to be open to learning, and just encouraging them in general. One of the ways I think I encourage them is by promoting curiosity and active learning. I think being a science teacher is probably a little bit easier, that I can promote activities, but I have learned that just because they're physically doing something doesn't mean that they're actually mentally involved or engaged. So it is my job to ask them questions, to promote their curiosity, to think about how this applies to their real world, and really facilitate the process of inquiry for them. This whole idea centering around learning, actually for me, reminds me that I also have room to grow. I also can be improved. One of the dispositions I know I need to work on a little bit and need to have a little bit stronger belief in is being part of the community. Doing things outside of school. I've done a few things outside of school from time to time, and it's been a positive effect inside the classroom. But I know I need to do more. Sometimes maybe we just get too busy, and as teachers, and it is a juggling act, and grading and planning and school duties, meetings. But I know there's always time to find some time to get involved in this community that we're serving. And I also know that with that community, it's understanding where they're coming from. Where they are in the community, what the community is like, what the people here are like, and providing equity for my students. I actually just went recently to a training and found out there's a lot I need to know about equity. So hopefully that's something I can be improving on, hopefully within this next school year. As far as how I act in the community, how a teacher acts, how a teacher should behave or communicate, I think communication with parents is important. Our appearance is important. We should dress professional because we are in a professional career. We need a lot of schooling to become a teacher. So we should dress, like a professional, somebody who's highly educated. And I think also too that the way we dress, studies show that the way you dress comes off from the way you present yourself to people, whether in communication or just in your behaviors or choices. And I think we just never can forget that we are serving this community, and this community looks at us as public servants and somebody who's taking care of their child, which is probably the most precious thing to them. So, thank you.